In 1927, Mussolini's fascist government forced 3 Roman football clubs who actively hated each other to merge into one team. It was called AS Roma, and none of the founders wanted it to exist. The 3 clubs were Roman, Alba-Audace, and Fortitudo-Pro Roma. Roman was the oldest, founded in 1901 by students at the Ginnasio Torquato Tasso school in the heart of the city. They wore yellow and red, the colors of Rome itself, and they saw themselves as the legitimate representative of the city. Alba and Audace had merged in 1927, just months before Roma was created, creating Alba-Audace. Fortitudo and Pro Roma had done the same, becoming Fortitudo-Pro Roma. So by mid-1927, Rome had 3 semi-major clubs, all competing for fans, all desperate to avoid another merger. But Mussolini's regime had other plans. The fascist government wanted one dominant club per major city to project national strength and consolidate control over the sport. Milan had 2 clubs and was allowed to keep them because they were already massive. Turin had Juventus, which was untouchable. Rome had 3 clubs that weren't big enough to resist. On July 22, 1927, the merger was announced. The new club would be called Associazione Sportiva Roma, and it would inherit Roman's colors, yellow and red. That choice alone caused fury. Alba-Audace and Fortitudo-Pro. Roma supporters saw it as Roman absorbing them, not a true merger. Roman supporters were equally bitter because their club, the one they'd followed for 26 years, legally ceased to exist. The club's first president was Italo Foschi, a fascist party member and Roman loyalist who had no interest in unity. He immediately stacked the board with former Roman officials. The first squad was mostly Roman players. Former Alba-Audace and Fortitudo-Pro Roma leadership were either sidelined or quit in protest within months. The merger had created a club, but not a team. Roma's first season in 1927-28 was chaos. They played in the Divisione Nazionale, Italy's top tier at the time, and they were terrible. Players from different founding clubs refused to pass to each other. Training sessions devolved into arguments about tactics that were really arguments about which old club deserved more influence. Roma finished mid-table, which was a disaster given the supposed talent pool from 3 clubs. The turning point came in 1929 when the club hired Austrian manager William Garbett. Garbett was already a legend in Italy, having managed Genoa to multiple titles. He walked into the Roma dressing room and told them he didn't care which club they used to play for. If they played for him, they played for Roma, or they didn't play at all. He dropped half the squad and brought in outsiders, players with no loyalty to Roman, Alba, or Fortitudo. In his first season, Roma finished second in the league. In 1931, Italy restructured the league into a single national division called Serie A. Roma was one of the founding members. By 1932, the old wounds started to heal, not because anyone forgave the merger, but because winning made it easier to forget. The club won its first major trophy, the Coppa Italia, in 1964. Their first Serie A title came in 1942, 15 years after the merger, in the middle of World War II. Roma became what Mussolini wanted, a single dominant Roman club. But it only worked because the regime that forced it into existence didn't survive long enough to control it. The club outlived the dictatorship, outlived the founders who despised each other, and outlived the colors of the clubs that were erased to create it. As Roma was born from a merger no one wanted, and became a club everyone in Rome claims as their own. Next time, we head north to a club founded by English factory workers who never imagined it would conquer Europe.